Hello there, H+III+T, it's a boot that dang on time. I am the world heavyweight champion of YouTube, and I will continuously say that because you need to remember, gosh dang it, put some respect on my belt, but that's neither here nor there. You see the title of the video, gosh dang it. Welcome to another edition of Top 5. This is the top 5, well, my top 5 Michael Jackson albums of all time. Now, here on SeverTheBond, we cover music. This is pretty much basically a music channel, according to Social Blade. That's what I've been categorized as, which is perfectly fine with me. So we talk about a lot of music, obviously, and it's not just rap, it's not just metal, not just punk rock and stuff. We try to cover all music. So there you go. That's a basket of neither here nor there. Before I get into it, my list is probably going to make a lot of people mad because there's going to be some projects on here. Well, I think all the projects everyone wants are on here. It's just the order might not be to other people's liking. That's why it's my list. If you have your own list, feel free to comment it down below, or just, did I clamp that? Yeah, I did. Sorry. Or just make your own video, gosh dang it. That is a basket of neither here nor there. Also, I would like to say I'm a Michael Jackson fan, as you guys have seen from my videos and the posters I might randomly have in the background and my cardboard cutout. I left my glove upstairs, but that's not here or there. But I'm not like a gigantic fanatic or whatever. So my my views of Michael and stuff is with respect, but at the same time, again, if I just don't mention moments that mean something to you, keep in mind I'm 22, so you feel me? That rhymes. But I might not have certain moments or mention certain things that might mean something to you, who might be a hardcore Michael Jackson fan. I love Michael, not like as obsessed as Lil Wayne as I am. So please keep that in mind all during the video. And sorry, dance break. That's what happens in Toxic Summer, gosh dang it. I might randomly start dancing. That is a basket down here or there. Let's go to the top 5. Top 5 Michael Jackson songs. No, albums, my bad. We'll do songs on another day. Tired of injustice. I'm tired of the schemes. Lies are disgusting. But what does it mean, bad? It's kicking me down. I got to get up. As jacked as it sounds, the whole system sucks, baby. Again, talk trash if you will, have to have a reference, otherwise I'm gonna mess around and say something that's on a different album, and y'all gonna be in the comments slaughtering me, gosh dang it. Trust me, if there is one video I need my facts to be correct on, it's a Michael Jackson video. Rest in peace, the King of Pop, but that's not a hit. How has it been like 5 minutes and I haven't said rest in peace yet? That's weird, that's not a hit or there. Number 5 on my dang on top 5 Michael Jackson albums is Dangerous. We got tracks like Jam, which I didn't know was the intro track, that's interesting. We got tracks like Jam, Remember the Time is my gosh dang on song, but that's not a hit or there. Remember the Time, Black or White. We've got a lot of cool songs on this album. Obviously, the title track Dangerous is, no, that's not another album. But this is a pretty good album to me. It doesn't have as many heavy hitters as, say, a Thriller does, which, yes, Thriller is on the list, calm down, but that's not a hit or there. It was during an interesting period of time, at least for where Michael Jackson was or whatever. He had just come off Bad, from what I understand. And Bad did well, but we started seeing a little bit of a tanking period. Not like he went, he didn't fall off like a Travis Porter or something like that. But it's like he went from the greatest thing of all time to, okay, there's some other people in the game, you're still awesome, but you're not selling like how you did with Thriller. Kind of like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne went from all the stuff he sold with Carter 3 to Rebirth and I'm Not a Human Being. He's still the best rapper alive, but it's like, you know, there's some other people. There's some guy, Drake, coming up, and he just dropped Thank Me Later, and that might go harder than a little bit. So it's just interesting to see Michael's at the top, but it's more like a veteran status to where I would assume people were paying him more respects or whatever. I don't remember much of a concept behind it, whereas, you know, Bad had like the full look behind it, as with Thriller, but it's kind of one of those Michael Jackson albums, at least when I listen to the few tracks off of it that I did take or whatever, to where I see him in more of a veteran role. Kind of like how when My Chemical Romance dropped Danger Days, they had the concept, but there was a period of time where they just kind of dropped all the antics, and they were just My Chemical Romance. Michael Jackson was kind of just being Michael. There wasn't a gimmick behind it. It was just Michael being Michael, which I tend to like those albums a little bit more than others. In this case, it's my number 5, but it was still a fun period of time. Not that I was around for it, but just from what I see looking back. Gosh dang it, I remember the times. I am the pun master, that's not here or there. Let's go to number 4. Tired of injustice. I'm tired of the schemes. Lies are disgusting. But what does it mean, bad? Number 4 on my top 5 Michael Jackson albums of all time is actually Bad, gosh dang it. You guys know I've got that poster of it. I think that album cover is really freaking cool. Personally, I think it's the best album covers out of all the ones he's done because it's very simple. White background, it just kind of chills. I think it's pretty cool, but that's not here or there. We have tracks like Bad, The Way... Was that on here? Really? The Way You Making Me Feel, Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror, was that on Bad? Oh, snap, okay. Dirty Diana, Smooth Criminal, and Leave Me Alone. That's a pretty stacked list, gosh dang it. Let's just talk about these songs, gosh dang it. Bad, that's the title track again. Wow, he's got some pretty strong starts to albums. But Bad, I mean, we all like that music video, gosh dang it. The leather jacket, it's just so much grimier. It kind of reminds me, and I'm sorry to always relate things back to My Chemical Romance. I had an extreme My Chem phase last year, so that's kind of where my mind is or whatever. But it's almost like his Black Parade. Not as far as the success, because that's clearly Thriller, but how he just went kind of dark for a second. Even some of the songs are a little bit more grittier and more adult, if you will. Like Dirty Diana, gosh dang it. If you guys have ever sat down and just read those lyrics, it's a pretty graphic song for Michael, gosh dang it. Smooth Criminal, not really sure how that music video fit the tone of the rest of the album, but obviously very popular video. I think my personal favorite part, I think this was Smooth Criminal. I think this is, again, I apologize if I'm wrong, but when that man had that lean forward joint, that's the realest thing of all time. But that's neither here nor there. Man in the Mirror, I could have swore that was Thriller. That's a good song. Another Part of Me goes harder than a little bit. The Way You Make Me Feel, gosh dang it. This is a pretty stacked album. As far as the background behind it, I wasn't alive during then, so I didn't really know about what was going on with his popularity at the time, so there's not really much I can say. I just know that I like this very much, gosh dang it, and I need to get a physical copy of these albums. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get like a vinyl. I don't have a record player, but just to be able to have, because I kind of like buy things off iTunes or whatever when it comes to Michael Jackson. I very rarely have the album, because again, I wasn't around during the time, so it's like, you get what I'm trying to say. Bad is still a pretty good album, gosh dang it. Let's go to number 3. Tired of injustice. I'm tired of the schemes. Lies are disgusting. But what does it mean, bad? And my number 3 album by Michael Jackson of all time. Again, this is when the video is going to start to take that turn, and I need you guys to just kind of follow me here with it. So please calm down when I say this. My number 3 favorite Michael Jackson album of all time is Thriller. Calm down, calm down, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this, gosh dang it. Let me just stumble my way through one more of these before we get into the actual reviews here, gosh dang it. Thriller is Thriller. Do we really need to talk about why this album is harder than a little bit? Let's just check out this track listing just real quick. We've got Wanna Be Starting Something was the first track on Thriller. I don't know about that, but okay. It's still a good song. The Girl Is Mine with Paul McCartney. That's a good song, gosh dang it. We got the title track Thriller with Mr. Vincent Price, gosh dang it. Beat It, Billie Jean, gosh dang, Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing. There's only 9 tracks? Really? I did not know that. That's a pretty short album. Got a lot of bangers on here, though. Gosh dang it. So where's that one song, I Want to Rock With You? Was I Want to Rock With You off the Wall then? Might be, gosh dang, but that's not even there. It's Thriller, the album. Do we need to talk about that? You feel me? It's freaking Thriller. Let's just go to number 2. Tired of injustice. I'm tired of the schemes. Lies are disgusting. But what does it mean, bad? Now, a lot of you guys are looking at the screen right now saying H+III+T. Are you going to go off the wall next? Like, what's happening? Again, this is where might get a lot of hate on this, but it's okay. I talk about Wayne, so I'm used to the hatred. My number 2 Michael Jackson album of all time is actually one of his postmortems, I believe is what you call that or whatever, with the album Xscape. If you've been following me since the Facebook days, you know that I covered the hype behind this the entire way through. I actually have my review of this album. It was when I was doing the classic Tuesday segments a while back. Feel free to check it out. This album is slept on beyond all possible belief. To my knowledge, there's not a bad song on here. Now, I don't care for the original cuts, because this album was really cool. This album came out, and I want to say 2013 or whatever, and it's like Timberland took all these tracks from his dang on Vault or whatever, and he put his own spin on it. So it's got the new amp Timberland cuts, and then the original demos that was like on Michael Jackson's hard drive or whatever. I don't care for the originals just because I like Timberland a lot as a producer, so I feel like he really came through. But, I mean, we got songs like Love Never Felt So Good. You feel me? Featuring Justin Timberlake. This was when Justin Timberlake was on, was on that 2020 Experience hype, which, like, he freaking shut down to 2013. I don't care what you say. And everyone freaking dropped an album that year, but that's not here or there. We got songs like Chicago, songs like Lovin' You, Place With No Name, Slave to the Rhythm. Gosh dang it. Y'all saw the live thing of that with the hologram or whatever? That one hardened a little bit. Do You Know Where Your Children Are? The Blue Gangsta! Love that song. Gosh dang it. And, of course, the title track, Xscape. I think it's very slept on. I like it a lot. Love this album cover, by the way. I mean, just look at Michael. Gosh dang. Just look at Mike. It's a really good album. And it's one of the very rare times I can actually be holding a Michael Jackson album and say I like every track. Because as good as Michael is, there's not many albums by him I say I like every song on them. This is probably one of the very few. Xscape, if you haven't checked this out because you're one of those people who say, oh, but they stole his stuff and he's not here, so it's weird. If you like Michael Jackson, you'll like this. You feel me? And it's got Timberland. Come on. If you like the music on Empire, you'll like this. But that's not here or there. Let's go to number 2. Number 1, my bad. Tired of injustice. I'm tired of the schemes. Lies are disgusting. But what does it mean, bad? And my number 1 Michael Jackson album of all time, and again, I'm sure you've already slaughtered me in the comments already, so let me give you some more ammunition, is Michael. 2010's Michael. This was like directly after Michael Jackson died. Now, again, like I said with the earlier entries on this list, I wasn't around for it. So for me, it's not nostalgic if you weren't there for it. You feel me? Like when some people, no offense, but some people in my comments are like 5 years old, and when they try to sell me on like Old Wayne from like the Hot Boys, I'm like, bruh, like I wasn't even around then. What are you talking about? How's that nostalgic for you? To me, nostalgic is something that's from your childhood or something you were around for to you look back and you have fond memories. These 2 albums right here are nostalgic for me. Maybe not so much this one because it was 3 years ago, but this one was. I was a junior in high school when this dropped, and I like every single song off of here. I remember when they were first teasing it and they had the breaking news one. Everybody was saying, oh, that's not Michael, that's not, I know Michael, and I'm not going to lie, I was a part of that segment who was saying, bro, that's not Michael, what are you talking about? This is fake, this is probably Jermaine or Tito or some crap like that, but you know, when everybody kind of settled down and all the dust cleared, who wasn't bumping this? This one has a bunch of hits. Hold My Hand with Akon, that was freaking everywhere, are you kidding me? This joint got hits. We got Hold My Hand, Hollywood Tonight, which has got Michael doing some of the most aggressive beatboxing. He goes like, man, he's freaking killing it, man. Who is the executive producer on this? Let me look. I don't know who it was. I'll check the inside in a little bit. But they did an amazing job with this. Keep Your Head Up, that's a good song. I Like It The Way You Love Me. That is like one of myself and my mom's favorite songs of all time. That is such an amazing song. The way towards the very end he does that, and he goes so high. It's like they use the delay. They like sampled the echo from the delay of him at his highest octave and like put some kind of chorus on it to where it's like this ambiance effect to where he's not even singing anymore. He's already reached his peak as far as his octaves go, but they sample it, take it another pitch higher, and have like a flute going with it too. It's one of They create another layer of a crescendo. It is one of the most intoxicating moments in music history, if you ask me. It's amazing. I'm looking at the wrong side. It's amazing. You got songs like Monster featuring 50 Cent. Fifth showed up. But Mike is killing it. Best of Joy goes harder a little bit. Breaking News goes harder a little bit. Should have been a bigger single, I'm sorry. I Can't Make It Another Day with Lenny Kravitz. What's that one? That's the one. That song is one of those ones where it's like an album cut to where I like it, but I'll probably skip it nowadays just because compared to the other tracks it doesn't go as hard, but it's still a good song. You got this song, gosh dang it, Behind the Mask. There's this one part where it's like almost like a little bit, it's not really the chorus, I guess it's the chorus, where it's like, there's something in your eye, there's something in your eye, it's the realest thing of all time. So he's doing that, right? But then in the background, there's this airiness in the track, and it's crazy. Like, Mike's like doing his thing up here, but the rest of the instrument, like, the instrumental is like down here, and they have piped in this like live crowd at the same time. To be able to take audio and you've actually found, see, because I see music. You've made 3 layers of a song. That's freaking crazy. Whoever was on duty for this one, I know this was Timberland. Whoever was on duty with this one did an amazing job, gosh dang it. And then Much Too Soon, gosh dang it, that's a beautiful song. This is my favorite Michael Jackson album of all time. I know he wasn't here to see it, but I love this freaking album, and that's not even a joke. But that's not a hint or there. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. What are your top 5 Michael Jackson albums? I know most people have not made it to this point in the video because as soon as they saw that I gave Thriller number 3, they probably stopped watching. But if you've made it this far, let me know. What are your favorite Michael Jackson albums of all time? And for real, let me just say, if you have not checked out these 2 albums, I know he's gone, but y'all, these songs go hard. Just because he's not here doesn't mean the music isn't good anymore. That's just me. If you liked Invincible, is that what it was called? You would like the tone that these next 2 albums are like. To me, I think they're wonderful additions to Michael Jackson's discography, but that's not a hint of there. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. What are your top 5 Michael Jackson songs? And see you guys tomorrow for a run-through.